President Bola Ahmed Tinubu: Rivers State remains your albatross. The nation and globe know only you can remove this burden. Act now. And now to the news info. President Bola Tinubu, your approach to Rivers State demands a turn towards humanity. Tomorrow promises no one. President Bola Tinubu's approach to Rivers State crisis has exposed a dangerous pattern of political maneuvers, risky alliances, and troubling silence. Rivers State is not just another state, it is Nigeria's oil-rich economic backbone, the bedrock of national revenue, and the epicenter of Niger Delta politics. Yet, your actions, Mr. President, and too often, your inaction, have risked destabilizing this critical region, amplifying tensions and threatening Nigeria's democratic and economic stability. When you intervened in Rivers State political crisis in 2023, your actions were widely criticized as one-sided and detrimental to Governor Siminalayi Fubara's administration. The Rivers Elders and Leaders Forum saw your mediation as favoring WIKE while ridiculing Fubara. That was exactly what you did. This perception deepened when you insisted that Fubara represent the state budget to a reconstituted Rivers House of Assembly, a move many argued undermined his authority and legitimacy. The October 2023 rift between WIKE and Fubara offered a pivotal moment to demonstrate decisive, fair leadership. Instead, your intervention emboldened WIKE, eroding democratic structures and exacerbating political divisions. These actions have not been forgotten, and they serve as a stark warning for your continued engagement, particularly if your decisions remain skewed towards one faction. Since May 2023, the people of Rivers State have cried out under the weight of political manipulation, judicial overreach, and systematic instability. That is not a month of ordinary suffering. It is a month of compounded loss, fear, and despair. Their voices have grown hoarse from pleading for relief, and their tears have become the silent witness to a government that seems deaf to their plight. Mr. President, I plead with you, go deep into your humanity. Feel the pain of the people you swore to serve. Their cries cannot wait for another day of indifference, another month of excuses, or another year of political gamesmanship. Tomorrow is promised to no one. Rivers State needs leadership that transcends politics, alliances, and debts. It needs a leader that can restore hope, uphold justice, and protect the integrity of Nigeria's democratic and economic future. Mr. President, that leader must be you. The time to act is now. Rivers State, as the premier oil-producing region in Nigeria, holds immense strategic importance. Its stability directly impacts national revenue, investor confidence, and overall economic unity. Yet, Tinubu's silence in the face of the current crisis, marked by WIKE's aggressive maneuvers, allegations of judicial interference, and the Federal High Court ruling to freeze Rivers' federal allocation, signals a dangerous gamble. Critics argue that Tinubu's reluctance to confront WIKE stems from a perceived political debt. Allegedly, WIKE played a pivotal role in securing Rivers State for Tinubu during the 2023 presidential election by prioritizing personal loyalty over national interest. Tinubu risks alienating not only the people of Rivers State but also the broader Nigerian public. The stakes in Rivers are too high for political games. Any instability in the state threatens to disrupt oil production, reignite militancy in the Niger Delta, and weaken Nigeria's already fragile economic recovery. Rivers State's role as the economic engine of Nigeria makes its stability non-negotiable. However, the political storm brewing between Governor Fubara and WIKE has created a volatile situation. WIKE's alleged efforts to destabilize Fubara's administration, ranging from influencing court rulings to exacerbating political divisions, have sent shockwaves through the state. The Federal High Court's decision to freeze federal allocations to Rivers, ostensibly to address constitutional violations in the 2024 budget, has only deepened the crisis. Elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark has condemned the ruling and urged Tinubu to act swiftly. He criticized the burning of the Rivers State House of Assembly and the violent treatment of Fubara as clear attempts to unseat the governor and install a WIKE loyalist. Chief Clark's warning that Rivers people have suffered enough underscores the high stake for the Niger Delta region and Nigeria's economy. Tinubu's silence is seen as a tacit endorsement of WIKE's destabilizing tactics, raising questions about the president's commitment to justice and fairness. We really doubt if there is justice and fairness. He is in support of whatever WIKE is doing because they probably want to take over Rivers State and be controlling it. That is why he's keeping quiet. By failing to address WIKE's unchecked ambitions, Tinubu is playing a high-stakes game that could define his presidency. Rivers State is not just any state. It is the economic heart of Nigeria. Allowing WIKE's political ambitions to dictate Rivers' future undermines the rule of law, weakens federal leadership, and risks reigniting instability in the Niger Delta. Tinubu's silence sends a dangerous message that political depth and alliances outweighs the stability of Nigeria's most critical state. Nigerians are watching, and the cost of inaction will be severe. The destabilization of Rivers threatens not only the state but also the nation's economic backbone and democratic framework. The perception that Tinubu is prioritizing WIKE's agenda over national stability erodes public trust. Chief Eze Chukwuemeka Eze's warning is clear. The Rivers is not just a local issue, but a national emergency with profound implications for Nigeria's democracy and economy. Elder statesman Edwin Clark has echoed this sentiment, cautioning that allowing Rivers to descend further into chaos will have catastrophic consequences for the Niger Delta and Nigeria's oil-dependent economy. Tinubu must abandon his silence and act decisively to stabilize Rivers. Anything less is a betrayal of his duty as president and a dangerous gamble with Nigeria's future. WIKE's unchecked actions, allegedly orchestrating judicial rulings, gifting houses to judges, and influencing federal decisions have further destabilized Rivers. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana criticized these actions as compromising judicial independence and eroding public trust in governance, combined with WIKE's controversial demolition policies in Abuja, which disproportionately targets the poor. These actions paint a picture of leadership driven by ambition rather than accountability. The Rivers State crisis is a defining moment for Tinubu's presidency and Nigeria's democratic institution. It is a litmus test of Tinubu's commitment to justice, fairness, and the principles of governance. Yet, his silence raises troubling questions about whether political debts and alliances are being prioritized over the nation's stability and democratic integrity. The time for neutrality and silence is over. The stakes are too high for further delay. Rivers State stability is non-negotiable, and the human cost of inaction is incalculable. Families, communities, and livelihoods are at risk, and every moment of inaction fuels the perception of federal complicity in WIKE's destructive agenda. President Tinubu, Rivers is your albatross. Your legacy depends on whether you act to stabilize Nigeria's most critical state or let it collapse under political debts and unchecked ambitions. Rivers, the nation, and the world are watching. Act now for justice and for Nigeria's future. Professor John Igbiazia Oshodi. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.